What's up guys, welcome. Today we're going to show you 5 secret tips on how to grow a bigger back.
I'll take you to the underground.
So welcome back, Jugs. This is our first episode. But stay tuned, there's going to be many more. We're going to send out weekly videos, concentrate around bodybuilding, fitness, lifestyle. If you're seeking just to pack on some size, get swole off, get shred off, get in shape for the next upcoming H2O, whatever your body goals are. It's Mother's Day in South Africa, and happy Mother's Day to all of those mothers out there. I don't think any are watching this channel. But to those that didn't end up in a sock or being swallowed, big up. I'm glad you could be here because I promise you this is going to be worth your while. Presently prepping at the moment, 5 weeks in, about 11 weeks to go. So surviving on vape and black coffee in between meals, it helps. It just brings flavor and some sort of fulfillment into your life that you don't get from your boiled chicken and steamed rice. So stay tuned and we're going to dive straight into those 5 tips. Tip 1. Row to grow. Mother. Rowing has to be the most important back exercise. It is a compound exercise. Now, if you don't know what a compound exercise is, that is a exercise using multiple muscles and multiple joints at the same time. Now, because you're using multiple muscles and multiple joints, it allows us to ultimately lift heavier. Lifting heavier causes progressive overload. Progressive overload leads to an increase in growth hormone and testosterone. Now, who wouldn't want that? Now, apart from the hormone benefits, compound exercises cause you to work muscles that you generally wouldn't. It's going to give you that nice 3D thick back look. It also will strengthen your core and lower back. So there's many benefits to this exercise. Tip 2, different angles. It's absolutely imperative to work and stimulate the muscle doing different exercises and different variations of that same exercise. An example that I'll give you is your vertical lat pull down. Now, seat in the upright position and you pull the bar down to your chin, either in the front of your head or the back of your head is one variation. If you just lean back and pull it down more towards your chest, that is going to work more of your lower lat as opposed to your upper lat. So it's going to give us a nice super wide back. So the benefit to doing these different angles and variety is we're stimulating the muscle. So we are working the muscle in new ways and we are growing the muscle at the end of the day. Tip 3, train every muscle group. The most famous back exercise has to be the lat pull down, and most commonly I see people just focusing on the lat pull down and that gives them tremendous lats. But that also causes what is known as watermelon syndrome. Don't be that guy. Train other muscle groups. Your traps, rear delts, rhomboids, go for thickness, not just for width. Get a nice thick back, 3D back. That's going to be the deal maker at the end of the day. So if this is foreign to you or you're trying this for the first time, it's important to make that mind-muscle connection. When I started out, I battled or I struggled with my inner back, upper back. So what I used to do is picture a pencil just between my shoulder blades and actually squeezing my muscles to the point where I could hold that pencil, virtual pencil obviously. But see what works for you. You've got to make that mind-muscle connection just to make sure that you're training that muscle correctly. So next time you're hitting a back session, why don't you try some of these exercises? Your deadlift, your rear delt, rope pull, bent over row, and a dumbbell or barbell row.
You're never even corrected when you're wrong.
Step 4, change your grip. So switching your grip and switching the bar that you would typically use for that exercise will also help stimulate and grow the muscle better. An example would be if you do your lat pull down, instead of doing an overhand grip, switch to an underhand grip. Instead of using your standard lat pull down bar, why don't you switch to a D bar? So switch it up, get creative. Try to do the exercises differently, different grips, different bars, and think of the body as a machine. It's just going to get used to doing the same exercises all the time. Keep things different. Keep switching and changing things up, and it's ultimately going to shock the muscle and cause for better results or gains at the end of the day. So if there's a particularly creative way that you found that works for you, why don't you share it with us? Tag me on Instagram and we'll repost, and we'd love to share some of your tips, secrets with some of the other viewers. Tip 5, change your rep ranges. So what this means is with every exercise you want to do a variety or a split of slow and fast twitch, high rep and low rep exercises. So typically if you're doing a deadlift and you're doing anything from 3 to 8 reps, you're only working a single muscle fiber. My suggestion would be to do a drop set. Dump off half of the weight as fast as you can, and then try and up your rep range. Aim for anything between 20 to 50 reps. This is going to make sure you activate both muscle fibers, giving you maximum results. And that is the conclusion for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button somewhere below, and give us a like if you enjoyed this, and stay tuned for the next up and coming video. Boom.